Hi everyone, it's nalanie and welcome to my channel. So can you tell I kind of brought the camera a little closer, so we're just trying to feel this setup out a little bit. So let me know what you think. But today's video is going to be a little different. I am doing a makeup tutorial for you guys, and I am going to do a review on this palette right here. This is the Anastasia and Jackie Aina palette. This palette will retail, this palette retails for $45. It is limited edition, and this is what it looks like. So if you want to see how I got this look and what I think about this palette and if I think it's worth splurging on, then please keep on watching. And as always, all product details will be listed down below for you. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is Ginger. And I'm just going to work this into my upper crease area. I've learned with Anastasia shadows, you only need a very small amount. I'm bringing this color pretty far up. So I'm pretty much just taking what's ever left over on my brush and just blending it into my eyebrows and just the front portion. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here. This is Pinker, and I'm going to also, that was really pigmented. Okay, so I'm going to take a very small amount of Pinker using the same brush, and I'm just going to also work this into my crease, but I'm bringing it further down. So this is actually following my natural eye socket shape. That's actually a really pretty color. So now I'm going to take a little bit of this shadow right here. This is Big Wing, and I'm switching brushes right now. I'm using a Morphe M441, taking a very small amount and just going to work this on the outer portion of the crease. And I'm just really keeping this on this portion. So since I deposited most of that color on the outer portion, what's ever left over on my brush, I'm just gently and slowly bringing it in to the inner portion, not having too much color payoff, but just so there's a nice transition and a really smooth blend. So now I'm going to do a half cut crease with some concealer. So I'm going to go in with this color right here. This is Zam, and I'm going to add a very small amount of this onto the inner, the first part of the eyelid. I can't even think of what this is called, but I want a really nice gradient. So I'm just going to take a very small amount and just start working it onto that lid area. As you can see, I'm pretty much just only adding this first shadow to the first third of the eyelid, and these shadows are so creamy and pigmented. So now I'm going to go in with this color right here. This is called Wigglies, and I'm going to add that right next to this, right next to Zam, onto the lid. I don't think I'm explaining this properly, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. That's such a beautiful color. Oh my God. Now I'm going to add this shadow right next to it, and it's called Chicken Thin. And I'm using the same brush, I'm just flipping it on the other side. And I'm going to pop that right next to that reddish shimmer tone. So going back in with a little bit of Wigglies, which is that reddish tone, I'm just doing any kind of final touch-ups. And just make sure all the shadows are blending together. So going in with edges, I'm going to blend this on the lower lash line. I can't get over how pretty this palette and these shadows are. Going back in with Big Wig, I'm going to apply this on the lower lash line as well. So taking that purple, I'm bringing it pretty tight and I'm blending it out. But I'm leaving this portion of my eye blink. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Trust Issues, and pop this into my inner tear duct. I'm not really sure what this is going to look like, but oh, that's just straight beautiful glitter. Yes. This is stunning. I really hope you guys can see this. It is just straight yellow gold. So I'm really just going to pack this on. So now going in with Soleil, I'm just going to take a very small amount and just pop this on the highest part of my brow bone. I seriously can't get over how good this palette is. So I'm going to finish up the eyes by adding some MAC's Teddy into my waterline. So going in with the MakeShayla and Colourpop highlighter in Boomin, I'm going to apply this on to my cheekbones. So I also want to take a little bit of this Purple Dream from Artist Couture, and I'm going to also pop this onto my cheekbones. For my blush, I'm going to go in with this MAC Pleasure Model. And for my lips, I'm going in with Morphe's Sugar Pie and Fenty's Stunna Lip Paint in Unbutton. So this is the completed look. I absolutely loved the way the eyeshadow look turned out. I actually had no idea what I was going to do when grabbing this palette. I wanted to test out a bunch of the shadows to show you guys. So this is what the palette looks like. And out of this entire palette, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I used 9 shadows from this palette and everything blended in so nicely. The shadows were buttery, pigmented, creamy, blended in really, really nicely. I honestly don't have enough good things to say about this. She killed it. She absolutely did. And I did notice when opening this palette, this is going to sound a little weird, but smelling the palette, it has a different scent, if that makes any sense. I have a bunch of Anastasia palettes and I smelled all of the ones that I have, and this one has more of a semi-sweet scent, so hopefully you know what I mean. But this palette is $45. It is a limited edition. It's just one of those palettes though that it's so good that if you're in the market for a new palette and you've been eyeing this, I definitely recommend getting your hands on it before they're sold out and they don't bring it back, because it's definitely worth it. I absolutely love this. I can't believe how much I like it. Like, I knew that when swatching it in the store, I knew it was going to be a really good palette, but then putting it on my eyes, it was even better than I imagined. And it's just one of those things that if you look at it, looking at it, it's just incredible. It looks so good in person. The pictures online don't do it justice. If you see it in person, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but just touch it, swatch it, get it. It's just so good. But yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this. Get it if you are get it if you've been eyeing it. So yeah, I did also film this video a little differently. I didn't film my foundation, eyeliner, lashes, a bunch of the whole process, but I will make sure that I list all product details down below for you guys. But, oh, and I also adjusted the camera, so let me know if you like this closer up setting. I want to make sure that these videos are helpful for you guys so you can see what I'm doing, and hopefully the camera's picking up how beautiful this look is. I am absolutely obsessed. It's just so pretty. But yeah, so I feel like I've been talking for a really long time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.